Hi Pisces, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Now, I don't usually ever take these cards out. They are the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. But I felt really guided to just pull one card from it before we get into the reading for you guys. So that's what we're doing here. Alright, so the message is forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. I feel like this also ties into the Aquarius reading too. If you feel guided, check it out. It says, if you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. All right, friends. Now we are going to get into the rest of the reading. I hope that everyone's having a beautiful, beautiful day or evening or afternoon, wherever you are. So I was seeing something during the pre-shuffle about kind of figuring out the balance between interpersonal relationships and also what it is that you want to be working on. Yeah. I'm looking at Libra. I'm seeing that we're doing something here when it comes to trying to find balance with the ways that we communicate, what it is that we're feeling. Also wanting to be very precise in how we're communicating. I'm seeing some type of balance going on with an interpersonal relationship. I'm seeing an offer coming through. I'm looking at the Lovers. It almost feels like karmically something is meant to come through because it may be time for someone to be helping you out. This can be to join an interpersonal relationship with someone. Someone's definitely interested in you, Pisces. Someone definitely feels a connection with you, and I'm seeing this be romantic. Although it doesn't have to be. This can be platonic as well. But it's like, whatever it is, this person energetically feels so extremely connected with you. And this is definitely, this person has for sure been, like, you guys have been guided into each other's lives is what I'm seeing, okay? Like, if you felt like you kept kind of starting into relationships and being like, this isn't what I need, this isn't what I'm looking for, and it's like going through that process of being like, when am I going to find something that's balanced for me? Like, when am I going to find something that's going to resonate? Almost to the point of like, you could have felt like you were giving up a little bit, maybe even, but it's like now something is balanced. Something is here and something is balanced for you. It's just a matter of how this is going to play out for you, because I'm seeing this can go a number of ways. But I'm seeing a sense of steadiness, a sense of sureness with this person that is coming through. And I'm seeing like their approach is helpful to you. Because I'm seeing a sense of patience with their approach. I'm seeing a sense of stability, a sense of reliability when it comes to the way, even though they feel a strong connection with you, this is somebody that is willing to take the steps necessary. This is not somebody coming through This is not somebody coming through in the Knight of Wands energy where it's like, hey, you're hot, I want to have a physical relationship with you. No, this is somebody stable, this is somebody steady, this is someone romantic is also what I'm hearing. Pisces. So exciting. So I'm looking at Gemini and Libra here. Maybe significant placements for you. Libra is the house of partnerships. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords falling under justice here. Like, I'm seeing someone just no games at all. This is someone, like, really direct. I'm getting a strong sense of stability. This is someone that can have, like, maybe some type of earth placement that is grounding. Like, I'm not seeing this person really be in, like, an all over the place type of energy. I'm seeing some air energy and I'm seeing some earth energy with this person. Okay. So I'm getting it almost like there could be maybe even an outer source. This can be the guides. This can be like some type of karmic shift that's going on. Something that's helping you figure out what it is you want to do when it comes to the offer of some type of relationship here, okay? I'm seeing you understand the truth of something. It's like maybe an epiphany that you're having, that you're recognizing. It's interesting because it's almost like you may learn the truth about something and there's a sense of maybe even disappointment that you feel for whatever reason about the way that some type of interaction went. But this is about grounding that experience. I'm hearing I need to know more. I'm looking at you, Pisces. Yeah, it's like there's definitely some sort of lesson when it comes to the heart chakra. I'm almost getting it like some sort of truth was revealed to you and there's a sense of feeling hurt by this. But it's like this Saturn lesson, because I'm seeing Saturn be a highlight here. This Saturn lesson was meant to help you, and maybe it has to do with getting into a more grounded space, because you could have been living in like maybe even a little bit of a fantasy with something where it was ungrounded, and it's like Saturn is here to ground you down very quickly, because Saturn is like what you can see, what you can feel. Saturn is like a restrictive energy. Saturn is kind of like the opposite of Neptune energy, where Neptune is like in the ether and all around, and it can be like illusion and ethereal and magical. Like when we're seeing Neptune next to Saturn here, I'm seeing something gets real very quickly. And I'm seeing it having to do with some type of relationship. It's like, yeah, it's like there's some sort of offer being made, like someone wants to work with you, hang out with you, collaborate, but there's a sense of needing to understand this in a different way maybe than had been like being perceived before. It's like maybe understanding why you feel attracted to somebody, and definitely a sense of needing to ground this energy for sure. Something you're going to be successful with doing. But this takes some time to maybe think and understand. You may have a Neptune contact with someone that is making them feel really appealing. But the thing with Neptune contacts is that there's usually a sense of like illusion, sometimes even a mask that like we can't really see through. It's like, you know, you feel attracted to something, but you can't exactly put your finger on it. But I'm getting like some type of lesson that we're learning here, and I'm getting it has to do with the Neptune energy and someone we feel very drawn towards. But this is about like getting to the bottom of it. Something you're going to be successful with. This is too almost a lesson where it's like when we're acting just impulsively, allowing Neptune to kind of drive our actions, there's kind of like a harsh reality that we wake up to when we've been living in that fantasy space. And so I'm kind of seeing it be like you get brought back down to earth and there's like a reality of a situation that you're realizing, and it may not be like exactly as expected. But it's something that we're adjusting to is what I'm getting here. It's like needing to remain like calm and grounded in the face of something, like maybe even feeling unexpected or like feeling sad or like hurt about something. Yeah, and then we need to let it go. Yeah. There's definitely a sense of needing to process something right now and let go of it, but there's a sense of also needing to acknowledge what this is that needs to be cleared out energetically. And being patient with yourself, too. Taking control of your direction. Figuring out where it is that you want to be going to. There may be something that you need to let go of in order to move in the direction that you're trying to move into, but you need time to think about this. This may even tie into your creativity. Yeah, I'm seeing something job-related even. For some of you, there's a sense of taking a break from certain types of relationships, maybe even to focus on career, because I'm seeing you are recognizing that there's something you need to let go of, but even the thought of doing that feels very, very stressful. It's like whatever clearing out this is that needs to happen, you feel overwhelmed by this. But this is something that you need to be patient with and to rely on your intuition, divine guidance. Because I'm seeing a transformation that you're moving through right now. Maybe you're even feeling overwhelmed by something that had kind of fallen into your lap even. I'm kind of getting that type of vibe. But it's like the way that you're going about doing things looks completely different. Like something about like your approach, or even like maybe even a facade in a certain way that's really changing. And I'm seeing as soon as you let go of whatever this is that you need to clear out, you're moving into a transformation, something that is going to affect you and your confidence, maybe even the ways that you normally do things. And I'm seeing you getting connected with spirit. I'm seeing you also, there's some type of big life shift that you're making. And there's a sense of, like, after you go through that, it kind of reminds me of, like, a dark night of the soul kind of vibe. And it's, like, making sure that after that, you rest and do the self-care that you need. Because it's, like, spirit has some sort of big mission for you here. And it's some type of career opportunity. This looks like a soul contract for me when it comes to some type of job or mission. Yeah, this is something that you're going to feel happy about because you feel like you're being compensated for what it is that you're doing. You could also be recognizing too that there's some things that you're holding on to that like feel stressful to hold on to, and so you're questioning why you're even holding on to them in the first place, and like if that's actually even necessary. Like I'm seeing some type of weaving through process that we're doing. And transitioning into a place where you feel like you're using your innate gifts and actually taking the time to understand them. There's a sense of precision being used here with how exactly you want to explore them and express them. I'm looking at Temperance, I'm looking at the Ace of Cups, and I'm looking at the Sun here. So this is about taking the time to learn something, to understand something, being patient with the process of getting connected with your gifts, what it is that you want to illuminate for others, how it is that you want to shine, what you want to use them for. Because I'm seeing like a very powerful energy when it comes to an ability, maybe multiple abilities that you have, Pisces. I'm seeing something like something that you are divinely connected to, okay? But there's also a sense of maybe in the past you had felt more comfortable taking control and taking the lead, and there's like a transition now to moving into a space where you may be looking to others like for like some type of model. It's like when you want to learn how to do something, sometimes we can read directions, sometimes we can figure it out ourselves, and then sometimes we have someone come through as like a teacher, some sort of lead, somebody that's modeling how to do what exactly it is that you want to be doing. Because I'm seeing it almost be like that, like you're transitioning out of a space where it's like you're in charge of everything and you know what you're doing and everyone's following you and you're the boss of everything, and there's a sense of, like in some aspect of your life, there's a sense of, and also being a good leader for sure, like that's definitely here, but whatever it is that you're transitioning into now, there's a sense of like needing to switch up your approach and needing to look all around you to understand how exactly it is that you want to express yourself. And there's also a sense of kind of maybe even being more behind the scenes, whereas you may have been more of a leader before, there may have been more of a spotlight on you for whatever reason. That is now changing. There's a sense of like collecting information and understanding things and moving into a more observant place rather than a place where you're leading. And I'm seeing that's the transition that we're making right now. Because there's a sense of needing to kind of like be behind the curtain rather than center stage. And it's because this is what Spirit is. It's like this is where you get the answers you need from Spirit, like behind the curtain. And it has to do with where Spirit is leading you in relation to a job, in relation to a career, and an opportunity that's going to open itself up for you, Pisces. I feel like we're on some like secret trail here of where Spirit's taking you. Yeah, I'm looking at a tower. I'm telling you, it's like I'm really seeing this person. It's like they grew up acting and like front and center and attention on them, and like were very good at doing what they did, and now it's like time for some huge life transition, and there's a sense of, rather than people learning from you, there's a sense of you now learning from other people, that sense of looking around. And it's like as you're transitioning out of that space, it's like no longer front and center stage, there's a sense of like moving backwards. Like there's some type of relationship that is happening where some type of polarity is being expressed related to a transition that you're making. And I'm seeing you kind of like go back behind the curtain, and it's like in that, I'm seeing this so clearly, behind the curtain, and it's like just you back there behind the curtain. I'm seeing like Spirit meeting up with you or your spirit guides, and I'm seeing there be a relay of information that you're getting. And this may be meditating more often, like rather than being out like among the crowd of people or like socially interacting as much. There's a sense of like you sitting with yourself on your own, and while you are there, there's a direct message that you're going to get and some type of clarity that you need that is going to tell you what exactly this job position is about when it comes to what opportunity is coming for you and what Spirit is leading you into. And I'm seeing it be like there's some sort of big surprise, but for some reason, the only way that you're going to have access to this, like as far as the pathway of what I'm seeing right now, is by you pulling back in some way. It's like this information is going to come to you directly from spirit and directly from your guides. And I'm seeing this be somewhat shocking to you. There's definitely an element of surprise here with whatever this is. And maybe it's something that you really needed to move out of whatever like routine or rhythm you were in to be able to like expand your mind in a way where this even became a possibility or like even a thought that came to you. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Sag, I'm looking at Scorpio, Taurus, the Sun, and Mars. All right, my friends, we are going to end it here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.